Hi guys, my name is Waffle. Welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to get into the LPS community and put my thoughts together. Because things have been a bit crazy lately, I'm going to get into COPPA, the new LPS, and just the community in general. By the way, I do not have the option to label the sections that you would see right here, so make sure to go check the description because I have labeled them there. And that way you'll be able to find each section and it's a lot more organized. Please correct me if I'm wrong in any ways. I've spent a long time researching, but sometimes what we find isn't actually accurate. Let's start with our number one problem, COPPA. For those who don't know what COPPA is, it stands for Children's Online Privacy Protection Act. Some, or should I say most of us, don't think COPPA fair as it has not seemed to make any effect with kids. I think if they gave optional controls for parents to manage their YouTube account, then there wouldn't actually be a problem. But COPPA seems to just mess up everyone. COPPA was released on January 6, 2020. There's a lot more detail about COPPA, but I do not want to get into any of the details. I want to focus on how it affected our community. COPPA will not let people comment, save to playlists, or even use the bell button on Made for Kids videos. It has bothered a lot of adult LPSTubers because some of them don't actually make videos with the Littlest Pet Shops for kids. But YouTube will set them made as kids anyways because it has toys in it. Thankfully, I have not had much of a problem with the comments in my videos. Usually I only need to turn them back on once. But some LPSTubers can't have comments on their videos because they keep getting turned off. I don't understand the bell button being unusable or saving to playlist part. If you want more detail, I recommend watching HelloStudios video where she explains COPPA in a lot more detail. It was a really interesting video on how COPPA has been affecting her since 2020 and other LPSTubers and YouTubers in general. The rise and fall of LPSTube. LPS collectors have been making videos since YouTube first was released. I have found videos dated back to 2007, only 2 years after YouTube came out. Later on, our well-known LPSTubers such as 𝗶𝗺𝗺𝐿PS3, 𝗧𝗶𝗺𝗺𝐿PS, LPSHannah, LPSLover, and many more joined the community. But eventually, I want to say around 2016 to 2018, LPSTube started to fall. Later on, our well-known LPSTubers such as 𝗶𝗺𝗺𝗺𝗺𝗺𝗺𝗺𝗺𝗺𝗺𝗺𝗺𝗺𝗺𝗺𝗺𝗺𝗺𝗺𝗺𝗺𝗺𝗺𝗺𝗺 something and more joined the community. But eventually, I want to say around 2016 to 2018, LPSTube started to fall. Littlest Pet Shop came out with a new LPS mold in 2012 based off the characters of the TV show. After that, they did not bring the generation pets back. People seemed to be fine with it, and LPSTube was still going strong. But in 2017, Hasbro released their final version of LPS. After that, people seem to not buy them anymore. But is it actually because of the LPS, or is it something more? I was watching an old video by LPS Diamond Eyes, and she had been looking into the situation with LPS dying, and it was very interesting. I recommend checking the video out if you're interested in this subject. I'm linking all the videos I'm mentioning in the description. Maybe LPSTube is dying because we're getting bullied, or maybe it's the new technology in video games, or maybe it isn't actually dying at all. We're not really sure. Let's get into the community, not just LPSTube. This section isn't really about the community, it's more of just like a miscellaneous section where I just kind of just talk about ideas. We see that the bigger LPSTubers and LPS grammars are usually people's go-to. Maybe the community is dying because the smaller LPS community isn't getting any recognition. Or that just people don't care about LPS anymore. If you think about it, other toy brands are still popular. Maybe it is the LPS toy itself after all. Or maybe there's just something we don't have. It's all very confusing. We have seen people calling Hasbro, but they always replied,
LPS are not coming back.
I myself tried to call Hasbro, but I had found out they weren't available and I never did it again. LPS sellers on Instagram and eBay are still getting their pets sold, so the collectors still have an interest in purchasing them. Is it possible we just have got bored of this community? It seems like everybody does the same things all the time. After LPS Popular happened, everybody does LPS series based off of high school dramas. I don't mean you and everyone, just in general. So Do you think that's getting new LPS back will inspire the community? Alright, the answer to our big question. Is LPS actually coming back? And I gotta agree, yes, LPS are coming back. You may have heard some LPS tubers talking about how Hasbro sold the Littlest Pet Shop brand to a company called Basic Fun. I had never heard of this company until this happened. Who is Basic Fun? Right here is a description that they gave for their company, so I'm not going to read that whole thing, so you could just read that out if you want. We are all very excited that we may have a huge comeback to the community. It is fun to look back at people saying LPS will never come back, but because it is now, well, hopefully. Kenner and Hasbro had completely different styles to their toys, so will Basic Fun too? Well, their toys are made to look like the originals, so I would guess they would bring back the Hasbro molds. But they could bring back Kenner toys too, or maybe just them. I would guess that they bring back the Generation Pets because that's what the people want now. Nobody had mentioned of wanting the Kenner toys back. Nobody has mentioned that they want the Kenner toys back, at least since 20 years ago. It is said that the new Littlest Pet Shops will be released as early as 2024. That is actually a huge deal, because you would think that Littlest Pet Shops, or any toy brand actually, would take a while to produce. We don't have any specific date yet, but 2024 is still pretty early. Here's my pros and cons about this. There really isn't any cons actually, it's me just kind of giving a conclusion sort of thing. I just thought it sounded fancy. Prices. Littlest Pet Shops are pretty expensive online, like eBay or Mercari. With new LPS coming out, buying in-box pets will not be as expensive anymore. This is really exciting for the LPS collectors because now it will be easier to grow a collection with cheaper prices. Designs. We are not yet sure what Basic Fun has plans for their designs. Will they bring back old designs or new ones? Will there be a rebranding, new package design? We aren't sure yet. I don't think there will be any issue with bringing back old designs, but it would be awesome to see some new ones. Materials. Will the LPS be made into rubber or plastic? The original Hasbro LPS were made from plastic, but when the material got too expensive, they changed it to rubber. I don't think it being changed into rubber is a big deal, but I think we would all prefer plastic. And no heads coming off either because, trust me, that scared us all. Here is my conclusion. So, basically, LPS are coming back. COPPA has shown no sign of leaving or changing at all, so we should just put our focus on the new LPS coming out and get ready for them. I hope this video helped you at all if you were confused about what's going on in the LPS community and COPPA and all that stuff. Make sure to go check the videos down below that I've linked if you want more information about this. And yeah, make sure to go have a discussion with me in the comments if you're interested. I would love to talk to you about this. And yeah, see you guys later. Bye!